So hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Fixing to start a new series. I'm going to call it the shop series. I'm going to make a playlist featuring all of these, all of the repairs we make in the shop. Started getting lots of questions about repairs on these older John Deere tractors and combines and such. I've been around these tractors all my life and started working on them about 15 years ago. I'm not a mechanic, I'm just a farmer, but I want to teach you tips and tricks I've learned over the years where you don't have to work so hard to figure it out like I did. I'm not perfect on this stuff, and I'll tell you where I'm just, when I'm learning and the things that I've actually done before, but watching me take it apart and put it back together, you can learn tips and tricks that I had to find out the hard way. So we're going to lump all these, I'm going to make a playlist called the shop series. This video here is going to be the first of the shop series. In this video we're going to replace the engine fan belts, which I've already done that and recorded the clips, but wanted to give an intro to this video. If we have John Deere 30, 40, and 50 series tractors, 9000 series combines. So if you have any questions about these tractors, I'll give you an answer to the best of my knowledge. Now, I get a lot of questions on these series of tractors in power shift versions. I do not know anything about a power shift. Now, if it's quad range, I can help you. But I do not know anything about a power shift other than what other people have told me. And mostly what other people tell me, especially the 8-speed power shift, is to stay away from them. 15-speed power shift, like in the 50 series, got a much better reputation, but I have heard that they are very expensive to work on when they go down. But what's not expensive to work on these days? I also have a whole video series, and it's this exact tractor. Showed making a splitting stand for it, how to make a splitting stand for it, how to split it. We go into the midsection of the tractor here, pull out the PTO gear, and pull out the PTO gear, pull out the 2-speed, and you can see inside the tractor and how to do that. We've never had to go in the back end of one yet, and I hope we keep it that way. Y'all enjoy it, and maybe it'll be an informative video. Today we're working on replacing the engine fan belts on a John Deere 4640. These sets of belts right here come off your crankshaft. They drive your alternator, and they drive your water pump and fan. Your water pump and fan on this model's all on the same pulley. I've already got it disassembled. I will show you some things to check while we're in here though. While you're in here, now is an excellent time to check your water pump. You know, wiggle your pulley. Make sure you ain't got no play in it. We're good and tight, which it should be, because as you can tell, this water pump has been replaced in the last couple of years. Another thing to check is check the wear in your pulleys. As you can see, this pulley right here really needs to be replaced, and we probably will replace it at some point, but we're going to go on and put our belts on it right now. John Deere did not have this in stock. I had to order it. So, but we need this tractor, so we're going to go on and put it together. But that's one thing to keep in mind. You see how this pulley here, how it's shiny on the sides, but it's got no wear down in the bottom of your pulley, and how this one is shiny down in the pulley. That is a good indicator that your pulley, and look how much meat it's got right here versus how much meat this pulley's got. It's quite a bit of wear. There's some more wear items to check. Well, while I'm in here, I'll talk about it. This right here is your crankshaft dampener. it has been replaced on this tractor. If your tractor has over 5,000 hours, you need to really inspect this. I think it's recommended to be changed every 5,000 hours. This tractor has 7,700 hours on it. I think we replaced it at about 5,800 hours. So that's another thing to check. Another good thing to check in here is the condition of your air compressor pulley, because if you want to change that belt, now's the time to do it while you already got all this apart. Here's our new fan belts. Here's our old ones. There's comparison. I think this one was just a parts store belt. These here are genuine John Deere. To get your belts on, you just gotta work them over the fan. I pick a blade and start with, and just start turning your fan and working your belt around. Make sure not to bend any of your radiator fans while you're doing this. Alright, we got one. Alright, the next step is to work it between your hydraulic pump coupler and your crankshaft coupler. Work it up underneath your crankshaft. Sometimes it goes pretty easy, and sometimes it's a pain in the butt. The light's always in the way. Slip it in your pulleys, and then you pull your alternator back tight, and you tension these belts with your alternator. And I just take a pry bar and put the tension on it, unless you lose it like that. Get them to your desired tightness. Let's nug it down. Tighten your bottom bolt up. Then you're ready to hook your hydraulic coupler back up. The other thing to check here is your bushings for your pump coupler. These have been changed fairly recently. You want to make sure that they'll get wear in them and get sloppy. And you also got to give this coupler, your hydraulic pump, a quarter turn to be able to work your belts in there. But you line them back up. Little procedure right here can be a real pain in the butt. You got to get one coupler in there, and then you slip your other coupler in there, and you got to pay attention, because one is got a threaded hole and the other's got a threaded hole, and you got to get them opposite of each other so that your bolt will start. One bolt comes up from the bottom and one bolt comes up from the top. If anybody knows of a light worth a DAMN that will stay where you put it, please let me know. After you've thrown your light, you can go pick it back up, if it still works, and shine back in here. Alright, you see how this bolt is coming through from, you see how that one bolt's coming through from the far side, and this one, we got the head. You can take this engine fan. I don't recommend it, but you can, if depending on how tight your engine is, you can move that coupler around. I wouldn't pull on that fan too hard, but you can move your engine around with it if you need to. So let's see if I can get this light in location. There, that's a lot better. Alright, I'm gonna take my impact gun, run in here from this side, tension that side, spin it around, and tighten the other side. After that, your final step is you've got 2 nuts, 1 for each bolt, and that just kind of helps. That aluminum coupler is threaded, but that just helps give it some extra holding and clamping force. And when you get that done, you are ready to return to the field.